Okay, this is my last video tonight, I promise. I kind of cruised by this mini album last night when I did a video on my craft room. Said I would show you guys another time. Well, here's another time, but I hate to disappoint. The surprise I had planned is not going to work for this album. The album's just simply too big. But don't fret, I am going to show you my surprise. I'm just going to make it with another album. So that's going to be one of my next projects. Anyway, I created this album. My son, he's 14, and last year he spent quite some time saving money for a new camera. Not just a little camera, a really nice digital camera. Spent several hundreds of dollars on it. And over the course of the last year, he's taken many photos. And I was very, very impressed with his pictures. So I asked him if I could have copies of them and put them in this scrapbook, and he even said it was okay for me to post them on YouTube. So great. This album, I called it Been There, Seen That. I created it using the Mamarazzi paper stack. So this is the cover. I used Laura Dennison at Following the Paper Trail. I used her binding method. She's got 3 rings. I just used 2 with the hard spine. I've got a fragment charm from Tim Holtz. This is just a little rose I picked up from Walmart. This is a little charm I made myself. This frame was really neat, and I wish I could remember where I learned the technique. I learned it on YouTube. I searched and I searched for her video so I could give her credit, but I could not find it. What I did was I painted this frame. Well, I cut it first out of grunge board. Then I painted it with puff paint. And then sprinkled different colors of UD on it. I did just your clear UD, a bronze, and a pewter. And I let that dry for about half an hour, and then I heat embossed it. And I don't know if you can see the detail. I find on my videos, because of the lighting, it's hard to see. But it's kind of bubbled up and rough, and it's really cool. I really like how that turned out. So there's a lot of Tim Holtz gears, 7 Gypsies gears, of course Tim Holtz ribbon, the film strip ribbon, which I thought went really well with this paper line, and a lot of little flowers. So let's open it up and have a look. So the first page, I wrote a little blurb in here. Basically what I already told you about this being an album for my son's pictures, and then I put my name and dated it. Yes, the cat is out of the bag. My name is Monique, if you're wondering. Here's flowers, and this spiral, see, I've been into the wire thing lately. That's why I got the wire wrap stuff. I saw this on a video which I'm sure many of you have seen. It's called Grungy Old Mini Album by Craft Stash. And I saw she had some of this coiled wire on some of her flowers in that album, and I just loved it. So I had to try it out. And you know what? It is really, really easy to do. Really easy. Another technique I saw in her video was how she did the edges of her paper. So what I did was I double distressed inked. I like using a double distressing like Laura Dennison at Following the Paper Trail. Gives it a nice quality. And then I took my Ranger crackle paint, just the clear stuff, and I put it all around the edge, and I really like how it crackled the edge. The only problem is your pages are all bowed, so that was a bit challenging. That's okay. You know what, this album I did a little differently. I did just straight pages, no pockets or anything like that. So anyway, let's have a flip through. So this is the next page. Tim Holtz stamp. I always forget, these aren't the philosophy tags, these are the other ones. This here, I made this metal tag actually, and what I did, as this is another thing I learned off of YouTube. Yes, I love watching videos, not just making them. This I learned in a video. It's called Metal Tags and Labels by Psycho Moms. And what she did was she took some lightweight chipboard, put foil on both sides. You have to use a complete adhesive, and then I ran it through my embossing folder. This is the Cuttlebug Clockworks or Timeworks. And then I used my alcohol inks. I used a green, a rust, and a black in there just to make it look like it had a patina on it. So, yeah. Tried to keep it simple, but I did use stickles. Actually, you know what? Somebody asked me on one of my previous videos about embellishing, teaching embellishing techniques, and I'm not quite sure what to teach or what you're looking for. So if you can be more specific, leave me another comment. But just some basic rules of thumb. There are so many different ways to embellish and so many different things to do. Pick a few for one single album and use that consistently throughout. Like if you look through mine, I use gears and film strip and these little coils on one page. The next page I'll use some metal embellishments and these little spiral clips. You know, like I try to switch it up, but I still use the same basic techniques over and over, and I never use one technique only once in an album because it just looks really out of place. You'll see grunge board on a few different places. This here, I don't know if you can see it, but I actually used a sheet of mica over top of that picture. That's somewhere else in the album as well. Nope. This here is a little postcard, and it says, "Live in the moment and make it so beautiful that it will be worth remembering." That's a Tim Holtz stamp, and what I did, because it's all one stamp, is I just inked the top, stamped it, inked the bottom over there, and stamped it. Otherwise it would have never fit on here. And then I just decorated up the back. This is actually a Seven Gypsies tag. Anyway, look at these pictures that he took. This one here, he calls it the puking tree. I love that name for it, and I think it's such a neat picture. Sorry guys, I know I've been out of frame a little bit, so I'll try to improve for the rest of the album here as I flip through. I'm just going to flip through quickly unless I see another technique that I need to share. So this here is a tag. It says, "Time is a companion that goes with us on the journey. It reminds us to cherish each moment because it will never come again. What we leave behind is not as important as how we have lived." And that, again, Tim Holtz stamp, and I just inked the top half, stamped it, the bottom half, stamped it. Another one of those metal tags. This time I did it in silver. Anyway guys, I love looking at scrapbook embellishments, but I really have to put a shout out to my son here. Great pictures. Guys, please don't ignore the pictures. He deserves credit for those. Another tag says, "The journey awakens the soul." And some more stamping. I like stamping. I think the one complaint I have about this album is that it's under thick, if that makes any sense to you guys whatsoever. This is so neat, all the lines in the sand there. This is the end, says "Enjoy the journey." Yeah, I used 1.5 inch rings, and I guess it's not too bad, you know. It just feels like it's a little empty, that's all. It doesn't look too bad when it's closed, so I should stop complaining. And on the back, guys, 100% handmade, original by Monique. Oh, anyway, these stamps are awesome. I got 2 of them. They are personalized. This gentleman, he's got a whole bunch of designs on eBay, You can choose a standard design and have your name put in, or you can make up the design yourself. Like this design of this stamp, I made myself. It's based on a few other designs I saw out there, but I just picked off the things that I liked about all these other designs and put them together in a one stamp with my name on it. No one else has that stamp anywhere, and I love it. I know it makes your work look so much more professional. You should always, always, always put your name. Not only do I stamp it, I put my name and the date on here as well, on every album, just so you know who made it. Take credit. You deserve it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. I won't forget about the surprise. I promise, I promise, I promise. It might take me a few weeks to get it up though, so please be patient. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.